Hello team, my name is Mahesh. So in this video, we are going to implement HashiCorp Vault in our Kubernetes cluster. So mainly the HashiCorp Vault that we are using to keep our secrets, to keep our sensitive values such as API key and like secrets and everything to securely access them into a Kubernetes pod by using the policies, by using the we can say using the role bindings and we can say service account tokens. Through that, we can able to access our policies by using the HashiCorp Vault, and we can able to get those values directly into our Kubernetes pod. So it will be by to keep like instead of keeping a secrets in the default secrets in the Kubernetes using a base 64 encoded format, we can use this we can say a centralized place such as HashiCorp Vault to keep our secrets into we can say into a centralized place and able to access and provide a secure method of authentication to each and every secrets to able to access by your application, by your pod or deployment, or we can say anything in the Kubernetes by using the cluster API and the HashiCorp Vault. So in today's video we're implementing a overall HashiCorp Vault. We'll implement the we have a Kubernetes cluster. We can integrate with the Kubernetes cluster itself. We are using the another plugin of HashiCorp Vault, which is a KV2, which is another type of we can keep a secrets in the KV2 and able to access in the Kubernetes cluster. We'll deploy one pod at the end, and we can see how we can able to authenticate with the vault, and how we can able to access the resources inside the vault. So I have created a Minikube cluster with the 4 node and 8 GB RAM. So in in here we can implement all those things. So first of all, to implement everything, we need to add Helm repository uh, to Helm repository to our we can say Kubernetes cluster. This Helm repository consists basically we are installing a Helm to a Kubernetes cluster. So first of all, what we do, we can install a Helm, and through Helm we can able to install the HashiCorp Vault as well as the like later thing we can able to quickly configure by it. So yeah, so we got the script. We provide a permission with the executable, and we'll get the Helm. So after we get a Helm, we can add the add the repository for the like HashiCorp Vault. We can get that from the from the like artifact hub itself. So from the artifact hub, we can get the repository for the HashiCorp Vault. Yeah. So once we get here, we can go HashiCorp Vault. This is the official one. And if you go on install, you can see we need to add the help repository for particular vault, and we can install by using this command. So we don't provide any specific version as we don't need it. We can use a we can say vault to deploy directly. And yeah, so this thing will deploy pods to the cluster itself. This is a like we can say a single node cluster. So it will deploy a two pod. One is an injector that will help the other pods to inject the can say secrets and resources get authenticated by like different pods. And this is the vault zero. This is a like we'll connect a vault zero to a Kubernetes cluster. This is a single node Kubernetes cluster, so that because of which we are using a vault zero. There is only one pod, but if you are going for a production, then might be need a like multiple node cluster as well as multiple node of a vault pod, and through that we can able to we can store secrets on it, and as well as like it keep redundant basically. So if we like if this pod goes down, there is no we can say a inbuilt storage mechanism that are in the vault itself. It store all the secrets in my we can say in the RAM itself. So once if my system get restart, then all the data that are like kept in the vault zero will be erased. So in the vault in the for the production use, we can use a like a production ready vault cluster that have its separated raft as a, we can say, to keep everything as a raft, we can say, inbuilt data storage to keep the secrets and all, and we can integrate a console as well if we are using. So we can see vault 0, and to describe on it, it is getting a value and getting unhealthy readiness proof unhealthy. You can see the events. Yeah. So as you can see, it is getting like basically the Vault Zero pod that we have. It is currently in Unseal mode. So what we have to do, we need to go on it and take like we need to unseal it first before we can authenticate with the anything with the Kubernetes cluster, or maybe by before taking it in use, we need to unseal the vault. So if you see here as well, uh, we need to take SSH of that pod. So by using this command, kube exec -it pods and bin sh. So this will get the SSH in our the pod itself. The operator init will use this operator init command to initialize a vault operator. Once this is done, just take a note of it, take copy, and we'll need these unseal keys to unseal the Kubernetes vault, and as well as we need a this root token to access the vault UI. So to unseal a vault, we need a vault operator unseal. Basically, unseal if you do a vault status, so we can see there is 0 in unseal in progress. So we couldn't keep any data currently inside a vault before. We're not able to keep any data currently in here because there is no it is currently sealed. So we need what we need to do. We need to do vault operator unseal. If you do this, it will ask for a key. We can provide any three keys that we have. So this is first. We can see unseal in progress, and we need to do the same for rest two keys. So there are three keys that we are providing to unseal the vault itself. After that, once we do status, you can see there is a threshold and it is currently active. So we can see sealed is equals to false. That means we can able to use this for later, So this is done. After that, what we have to do, we need to log into our vault itself. So if you do vault login, we can able to log in. We can log in on it, but we need a token itself. We can able to, as you can see, we have successfully logged in by using the token. As we can see how we can able to access the UI as well. So K8s SVC, it is deployed on my local. I'm just doing a K port forward, and SVC slash using a particular port as 8200, and yeah. So we'll just do port forward and address hyphen address is equals to uh, 0 dot 0 dot sorry 0 dot 0 dot 0 dot 0. So this will able to access it, and I'll just need to take a IP of it. What is the IP? Or I can do localhost directly, local, because it is running on my running on my we can say on the WSL itself. So it will directly access by using the localhost. So this is a root token. I'll just paste the root token here, and you can see there are all we have logged in into the vault itself, and there is a default secret engines which there is only one in our case, and as well as there are some default token authentication method it's set up. So there are some default configuration that the vault comes with, but we'll configure everything by ourselves. So we have logged in on it. What we can do a vault status to get the status of it. There is a, we can see it is unsealed currently. Vault secret list. There are some secret by default created. We can get the list of it. It is correct. Secrets list. So there are three secrets, which is Chavihol, and another one is identity, and this is Swiss. So we can add another secrets. Basically, those are secret engines that can keep secret multiple secrets. But what we can do, we can create you enable another thing, which is a KVV2 that I was talking about. What KVV2 does, in the KVV2, we can keep multiple versions of the secrets. So if you have seen, like we can able to store multiple versions of a secret. Basically, multiple revisions of secret. We can like talk about like in the Git you have a multiple versions, and we can see multiple. We have multiple stages, or basically we can keep a revision of a secret. Uh, we can see the every revision of a secret. So what we can do now, we can enable it by using the vault uh, auth enable kv v2. In the KVV, there is a KVV V1 version as well that doesn't support the, we can say, versioning, or we can say revision at all. But in the KVV2, they have implemented it. So I am writing it correct. Just need to check. Uh, KV secrets in KV Vault secrets enable KVV2. So now this we can copy from here, and we can see it's enabled. So if you do Vault secret list, you can see the KVV2 is present over here. So what we can do, we can take use of this. And if you see on the browser itself, there is another secret engine which you can see there. It is added. Just paste the token. Yeah, so you can see KBB2 is there. There is no secrets inside it yet. You can create from here itself, but we'll do it from there from the terminal itself. So Vault KB-V2 code um, Vault sorry Vault KB code KB-V2 slash we can say Vault demo slash my secret. So username is equals to, suppose, Mahesh. This is my key value pair that I need to provide to application, and password is equals to password. Suppose this is my like application password that needs to be provided while initializing a pod itself. So what we are doing, we are creating a new secret into the KBB2 secret engine. This will be anything. This is your path. You can keep anything as you want. We have kept the vault demo slash my secret. You can keep the like, suppose application one slash API key, or application two dot token, something like that, and you can keep the things inside it. So if you do now, you can see it is created on this path. And if you do vault, okay, we get sorry. Vault okay, we get, and the full path of it, so we can get our secrets. So just remove the data from here, but you'll get it. Yeah. So as you can see from the vault get, we can see there is a secret is created. And if we see from the here itself, go on secrets. Yeah, here you can see there is a secrets created, and it is currently at the revision number one. So there are multiple revisions that we can keep with the same secret. And yeah, it is what it is. So what we can do now, we have to create a policy for this. So what policy will do in this case, we can apply this policy to particular bound to a secret, that secret that we just created, and we can tell in the policy what actions it can do, what policy uh, what actions we can able to perform by using this policy on that secret itself. So it is just we providing a read capability to it, but there are a wide range of things that we can do, such as write, we can say update, delete, create, everything we can able to providing the capability. So yeah. So what we can do, we can just create a policy around a policy for it. So policy will apply to our secret itself, and through policy we can this policy will later point of time use with the we are using with the auth while we like configure the Kubernetes and all, and from there we can able to like attach this policy to particular we can say particular service account, and through that we can able to access the policy. So what we can do, we can just create a policy, uh, vault policy, vault policy, right? I'll just provide a my secret. This will be a name of the policy, and hyphen end of the file. So path will be the path that we get from the KB engine. So this is the path that we need to provide, and after that, in here we need to provide a capability section. Capa capability capability section. So in here we can provide a read like suppose a read access to this particular secret itself, and we'll just close the curly bracket and end of the file. So this will create my policy. So if we go here in inside of policies, you can see there is a policy which is created. After that, we can like create a access by using the we can say a Kubernetes service account, and all those things we can able to access this policy. Basically, the policy and the service account will get bind together, and through that we can able to access it. So this is done. What we can do now, we have created the policy. We can list out the policy by using the do vault policy list. So this will list the policy that we have created, and let's enable the Kubernetes now. So Vault or enable Kubernetes. So Kubernetes is enabled. If you do Vault or list, so you can see Kubernetes is there. So what we can do now, we can write a config about write config in the Kubernetes Vault, Kubernetes auth to provide the we can say uh, to provide the our vault access to a kube api server. So through that we can able to communicate with our Kubernetes itself. So uh, to do that, we need a you can say a CSRT of the Kubernetes cluster first of all. After that, the service account token that we will use in our cluster itself. That thing we need to basically Kubernetes service host and the service port that we will require, that is provided to every pod. We can able to gather from anywhere. We can able to gather from the pod itself, and through that the service account token that we'll require, the CSRT and the Kubernetes we can say the IP and the service port that we will require. So we can use vault right or slash Kubernetes slash config. In the next line, we can write a token reviewer. I'll just copy paste the thing, so not made any mistake with it. Uh, just this is that. Just I'll just copy the post. It is failed to get that. Never mind. I'll just need to create from the start. Uh, Vault right. So this will we are writing a token. So this token will use this token. This is the token that provided to the every pod, you can say namespace in the Kubernetes cluster to access the Kube API. So I'll just show that where you can actually see that. So this is uh, this is the host. This also the Kubernetes host path. The we can see the service host and the service port is both are the we can say variables. We are getting that from the we can get getting that from the basically from the environment itself. Every pod has its environments. So if you do print env na print uh, print env, we can see there are Kubernetes service host, the service port, all the things are provided as per the as variables. And if you do, we can say, just let me duplicate this tab. And if you do K8 pods, get describe pods slash vault 0. If you see here, you can see there is a service account for the for to access the Kube API. So through that, every pod can able to access the Kube API server by using this service account token, and it able to connect to the Kube API basically from there. So we have created it. Now what we need to do, we need to create a service account for it. To create a service account, basically why we need a service account? Basically, we have provided the authentication to Kube API service, but to we can say to access the we can say the secret that are provided in the policy section itself, that particular secret that we have provided capability of read. To access that, we need a service account, and we need to bind the service account to the policy, and through that our pod can able to like provide the service account and get the secrets from the HashiCorp Vault. So we'll just create a file. We can say sa.yaml service account, and we'll just provide this. So not this. So we'll just copy this and provide. So this what this will do? Kubernetes version, the default service account kind, and the name is equals to Vault Auth. We can keep anything as we want, and it is bound to the default namespace only. So if you know like every we can say namespace has its own service account. So if you do get sa hyphen a, so if you have created if you have created a namespace, suppose the default namespace, it has its own service account. So if I create another namespace called test, so uh, you can see there is another service account that is created for the test namespace. So every namespace has its own service account that are created by the we can say the default name itself, the uh, default by the name itself. The if you have a namespace called Mahesh, so the service account created with the same name only. So we'll just apply this. Okay, apply -f service account.yaml. So we can see this get SA. I can see vault auth is there, and we need to write a policy inside the vault itself. So in that policy itself, what we mentioned, Kubernetes write policy for the demo role, or we can use our role that we have used before. We can bound this. This is the service account that we provide. This is the namespace that is with the service account bound, and with the policies that we provide, and the TTL time to live. So this will bound our we can say service account with our we can say with our role itself. So if in the policies, my secret, we can what we can do. So this is we can create a like the role itself. We can call it as a uh, demo role. So this role will consist of multiple things such as service account. Yeah. So service account. This is the service account that we are using, same that we just created. The namespace that are connected to it. So this will be a default namespace. We can keep anything. Uh, we can also keep the test namespace if you have application on the test. The policies that connected to it, the policy that we just created before, and this is the time to time live. So the TTL is added. Now we need to access this particular. We can use this to access in our account itself. So just go on VS Code or anything if you have. Just need to create a one pod.yaml. Let's suppose, and in this pod we can provide the like suppose the API version. API version colon v1 kind is equals to pod. Uh, the metadata uh, met, metadata. I provide the name of the name of it. No need to give like array. Like we can say vault hyphen demo. Anything, any name you can provide. After that, what we can do, we can provide a specifications of the pod. We can say provide a service account name. I'll just copy paste the things and explain you in bit. So this is the thing we can use. Yeah. So I'll just remove the specs above and yeah. So in the specs section, there is a replicas, number of pods that we will require. Selectors, matching selectors, no need to provide this or just providing to we can say access. We can just providing basically selectors and the template. Suppose if we require to access by some other, we can say a deployment or something or service itself. Uh, we in the container section inside the specs section, we are providing a name of the container, name of the pod itself. We are providing the HashiCorp Vault image. Just keep the for the testing purpose. We are using the HashiCorp Vault, or we can use a curl command. A curl, we can say image itself to access the resources and provide just sleep to like keep active for the 36 like uh, keep sleep for the basically it will run this command inside the container itself. Next thing what we can provide, this is the value, and we need to add this value to we are adding this value to basically we able to access the things by using this particular value itself. So if we so there is another thing we can able to use. This will be much clear. Let me copy this copy and paste it over here. So yeah, so we are using a curl command as I have said by using the we can say shell interpreter. We are running these commands. So just created a variable to provide the access URL for our service itself, which is a vault, our service name that we have used for port forward in you can see in here itself. The default which is a service name, the SVC and the service dot local, which is our DNS pointing name. We can say it is a uh, basically a domain to access the services. This is a service account token provided to every we can say pod within our Kubernetes cluster. We are using the same as we have used before, and we basically doing a curl request, post request to the basically post request to access the demo role in our vault itself in the vault URL v1, and through that we can able to we basically accessing it will get that response and get the client token and basically extracting the client token by using the JQ, and will access that secret and get that like extract that by using the JQ itself. It is it is kept in the this particular path, and the this is the variable that we are using to access the vault itself. Basically, this is for the login and authentication of the pod, and this is for our to get the secrets. And once it is getting a secret, we can just doing the echo. So this is a simple one, and we'll do pod dot YAML, paste it here, and once it is run, we can see it is getting a secret. Okay, apply pod dot YAML and get pod. If you see the logs of it, okay, get pod vault demo, okay, logs pods. It is saying it is the my secret is not found. We need to check why it is getting like that. Which it is able to authenticate to the vault, but it is not able to do login. So just a second. Okay, so we have made the we can say in the curl command we have used the In the indentation, we have made a mistake in the pod.yaml. If you see, we have we have given in the vault URL. We need to provide. We don't need to provide this. So the greater than less than sign. And once we run the pod now, okay, uh, delete pod vault hyphen demo. I guess pod delete pod. I just need to recreate it. Vault hyphen demo. Once this is deleted, we can again do apply and we'll see why we'll see it able to authenticate to the Kubernetes cluster or not. Uh, if you do now, yeah, it is removed. K apply hyphen F pod.yaml. If you do K get pods, this in the container running, and if you try to log in on it, K, sorry, K logs. If you see the logs, you can see it is still getting the not found because fetching the data from the vault HTTP basically the it is not getting the so that issue resolved if you do if I do this right you can get the secrets. So if you see I'm getting the secrets inside the vaults itself. Now what was happen like by using while using this I have noticed that uh, there are there are errors that like I have used the we can say less than and greater than inside the vault address itself first of all, and for the escape sequence there are some mistakes. There are two escape sequence as mentioned here, so that is doing a main problem in my like while doing the thing. So for that I just need to I'll just update this and we able to get our secrets as we have expected. So I'll just update by this by my latest pod configuration. So if I have to show cat pod.yaml, so you can see there is only one escape sequence that we have used, the role demo role, the service account token that we provided to log in to Vault. Fetching a resource, we have only used the one escape sequence. So that is basically doing the issue. So this has been done. I'll just copy and update the same. And yeah, that's it for today.